In this tutorial, we will be seeing how to program profiles for cleaning in the corner cleaner CNC machine. First, I open the software called Corner Cleaner, which is the software I will use to program each profile for the machine to clean it. So the screen that comes across me is an empty screen, and there's buttons on the left, and there's an empty table on the right. Left top, there's a save button, load button, and a new profile button. So I will first open a new profile, and it will ask me a DXF, which is a technical drawing, a CAD file. I open the DXF file and I see the profile section drawing in the DXF. And here I see the X measurement and the Y measurement. The X is 83.34 millimeters, which is from left to right, and the Y is 70 millimeters, which is from bottom to top. I will enter a stock code. For showing an example, I will just write 1250 X, and this is a Z or T shape because it's a sash. So if it was a frame, I would choose L. This is important for certain type of machines because there's the right side is the back wall, and on the wall there's buttons. Recognize the profile. If the top button doesn't press and only the bottom button presses on the right bottom corner, it means it's a sash. So the machine will know it's a sash, and if a wrong profile is loaded, it may understand that a wrong profile is placed on the machine. All machines don't have the specification, but when we're programming it, we must assume that the machine has this. So I write the stock code, choose the shape, and I confirm it. And the drawing arrives. As you see, the details are quite well. When you zoom in, the quality doesn't get lost. And on the right top, you can see the coordinates of the mouse, where it's moving. When I move it from left to right, the x-axis changes. If I move it up and down, the y changes. As you zoom in more, the accuracy becomes high because the area that I move on with my mouse cursor becomes much more detailed because I zoomed in. So I will use a standard viewpoint. And now, if I use the mouse wheel, I can zoom in and out. If I press keyboard shift and click anywhere and drag it, I can move around left, right, up. So this way I always focus profile on the center. Before starting to clean the profile, it's very important to select a gripping point. When you click on the gripping button, it activates, and when I click on the left corner of the profile, it will save X coordinate. So 60 is the X point where the clamp will come from left and go towards the right side, and it will touch this point and stop. As I told before, our reference point is the right bottom corner. So this means the plate is on the bottom and the back wall is on the right. And the part that they touch each other is the 0 point. As you see, I bring my mouse cursor to the right bottom corner and it's 0. And another point is the gripping height. And the gripping height is, we do the same thing, we click on gripping height. The gripping height is how high will the clamp go up? Because in some profiles, there might be some pins or some small pieces that I wouldn't, or actually I would like the clamp to touch. So I choose a height from here and I click it and it saves it. So this means before this profile is cleaned, when you place it on the table, the clamp will go 18.85 millimeters up and it will go to the right side and it will apply pressure on the inner corner and it will stop at 60.24. If you put a wrong profile, it will not be able to reach 60.24 and it will give a width error. So this parameter is also to check the correct width of the profile. Also, the machine has upper clamps that measures the height. So the machine will make a two-factor checking, one width and one height. Also, if the machine has a function, identify if it's a frame or it's a sash, it will also check the sensor, the frame or sash. After I taught the gripping point and the gripping height, I can start programming the cleaning function. When I right-click, a context menu appears with many tools on it. In this case, there's 11 tools and there's no tool. At the moment, there's no tool. And if I choose a tool, for example, tool number 1, it's the upper drill. And when I select this tool, you can see on the right bottom part, it shows me where this tool is located on the machining group inside the machine. And on the mouse cursor is aligned with exactly the 0 position of the tool. And there's a red rectangle. This rectangle shows that the left bottom corner is my reference point of this tool. So in this software, we will be touching the profile with the mouse, but the machine also needs to know a reference point so it can calculate the correct coordinates. And while programming the machine, this tool's reference point, which is the left bottom corner, shown with a rectangle, it will be brought at this position, at the 0 position of the tool, and the tool offset will be saved for this tool. So this tool will know that this is the 0 position, and whatever point we click on the profile will be added or subtracted from this calibration point. So important thing is your machine needs to be calibrated good before programming, because if the calibration is wrong, the lines and dots here on the profile will not match with the machine. And then you will get confused. So this is the first important point. And our first tool is the top drill. Second one is the top color blade. Third one is the top white blade. As you see, the icons are similar, but they change from the right bottom part. The third tool is the white blade. Fourth tool is the top inner corner for cleaning this area. With this one, I can go inside and clean all around here. Number 5 is the bottom drill for cleaning the gasket area that touches the glass. Number 6 is the bottom color blade. Number 7, the bottom white blade. Number 8 is the bottom angular blade. As you see, there's one on the top and one on the bottom. If this profile was a mullion, the T part would be going down and we would have to clean it, or it was actually emollient is not clean, but if it was an outside opening sash, it will be in a T shape, so we would need to use the bottom inner corner blade. So number 9 is the saw blade. All of these tools that follow the mouse here are real sized, so you can know if I go in too deep, if it will crash in the profile, you can see it. So if I zoom out, you will be able to max. You see, this is the motor, the electric motor, and the cap, the cover, protective cover of the saw blade. And you can also see the flange. So you need to keep in mind so the tool doesn't touch it. And when I zoom in, the tool also gets bigger together with the profile. So this is a very important point and something special about our software, making it different and much more precise and accurate. And number 10 is the vertical cleaning blade. This one is used for cleaning vertical parts from up and down. In this profile, for example, this would be used to clean this area. It would go from down to up straight. And also, for example, when using this tool, I need to click on 2 points, like here and here, okay? So makes a line. But you see this line is not straight because my hand is not very good. So what I do is I can right click and delete final step and delete final step again. And when I go here, if I press the Z button, a red line appears and it restricts my tool on the Y axis, which means even if I move my mouse right or left, it will bring me back to the red line. So I can click here, go up and click here. And this is a perfect line that goes 90 degrees upwards. And as you see on the table, the points I added here are described as 2 lines, and the X, which is the position from left to right, is same on the 2 lines, which means this point and this point are perfectly straight. Only thing that changes is the height, which is the y-axis. And you see it was minus 13, which is lower than the 0 point of the profile. And if I bring my mouse on the point again, you can see here on the right top, it's the same point on the table. The table number 1, line number 1, it's minus 13.3, and the y is also minus 13.3. So on the table, we have number, step number, speed, x position, x mid position, which we use while making radiuses or arcs. This is the middle point of the x. We have a y position and a y middle point. I will explain these middle points in a while. We will go there. And you see number 11 is the tool number. And here is actually number 11 too. So the difference of tool number and this ghost tool parameter is, I will remove these and delete the steps. As you know, the machine tools, they have, when the tool is activated, a pneumatic air cylinder opens and the tool goes up. So let's say I want to clean the top surface. I choose blade number 3, and this blade is actually closed at the moment. If I press A, this means the cylinder is closed. This tool is active, sorry. It's passive, sorry. So I clean it, I will show you again. So the tool is number 3. If I click active, okay, this will make the machine go fast and the tool will be closed. So my first steps must always be closed. So the red means it's dangerous, okay? The machine will move fast. So my first step would be going in an area around here fast. And the steps that will go fast and the tool is closed, which we say idle speed. The machine will not touch the profile. It's only changing position. And to clean the profile fast, the machine must go to the idle positions very fast. So you see the tool number is 0 here, but the tool number on the right, which is ghost tool, is 3. This means the tool number is 3, but the state of the tool is 0, which means the tool is not active. So my first step is fast step. Then I can click here and close it. Or I have a shortcut, which is A. Okay, when I press A, now the machine will move slow. So my first step would be here. And to make it go straight, I use the help of X. The keyboard X button, which restricts the tool on the X-axis. So even if I move it up and down, it will not go. So I came here very fast. Now I'm going here. And then I will clean it until here. Like this. And then I need to escape again. So I press A again, make it fast, close the tool and go up. As you see, when you read the lines, you can see the full lines with inside full is fast steps. So the machine will go here fast, it will go here slow, slow, and fast again. And on the table, you can see these 4 steps. You can read the table. The speed is 60,000 in here. Then it goes here with 5,000. And the tool opens here. So the cylinder that the tool is connected opens and it goes straight. And then it goes here fast and the cylinder of the tool closes. So the machine is safe to move to the next tool. And on the table you see the speeds are fast, slow, slow, fast. And the tool number is 0330. So whenever you see a dark dot, it means the tool number is 0. And now I'm going to clean the bottom, which is tool number 7. I do the same thing. I press A, make the tool fast, go here, then I press A, I make it slow. So it's the ideal speed for cutting surface. Click 2 points, press A again and escape. So on the table on the right, you see the tool, the first tool, which was number 3, has a green color. And the second tool, which is the bottom blade, has a purple color. And the next step would be the drill, is number 5. Mentality is the same. I press A. You see when I press A, the tool goes up and down. This is the distance where it's safe to travel. The line that appears on the cursor is actually, you see this drill? This is the position when it's up, and when it goes down, there's a blade here that's higher than this one. So you need to go outside of this line so the machine can move freely without anything crashing. So my first step would be outside the line that's shown on the cursor. So I click here. Then I activate my tool. Go here. Then I go right. Then I close my tool and go down again. So all of my steps are fast, slow, slow, fast, which is idle move, operation move, idle move again. So we go to the position fast from the safe distance, activate the tool, finish the cleaning, and escape back to a safe distance again. And we have upper drill. So I press A and save, open it, dive in. But you see, there's logic. So if I start from here, there's a risk. If I make a mistake, the drill will touch this area. So instead of doing this, right click, delete final step. I will go from right to left, safer. I will click on D, go up straight. So the final thing left is the inner corner. And in the inner corner, we will use midpoints. We will use midpoints because you see there's a round corner here. Until now, we made straight movements. We didn't require the midpoints. Now it's the time to use tool number 4. So idea is the same. First, I position my profile, them. This case, I can zoom in. I press A, come into a safe position, activate my tool, cylinder up, then here, here. And you see now I need to make a curve here. So what I do is activate the midpoint. I click onto the middle of the curve, middle point. There's a different type of. Then I click on the end of. So because I made it by hand, not very perfect. What I will do is I will finish this line anyway. I'll close my tool and make a close step. Now I'm gonna choose no tool, okay? Lose the tool. And now I can modify the points, you see? See how easy it is? Click on it. You can move this perfectly in the middle. And also I can do this trick with anything after I finish my program. I can hold the point, move it all. This is also something. And let's say the depth, okay? As you know, sometimes the profile heights may not be exactly the same with the drawing. Let's say I want the top blade to go less deeper. So I can either click on this point, go up, also click on this point, go up too. But I won't do this. Do is something simple. I can click on the line, and when I move the line up, 2 points together. And you see, not very straight because I changed 1 point, messed it up. So what I can do here is I can either fix it from the table, you see, 9 point. There's a small difference. I'll just click on the second step. And when I click on the table, it shows me which point it is. Also, if I click on the point, it shows me which line it is. So it works 2 ways. When you click on the table, it shows you which point. If you click on the point, it shows you which line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these same, 70 and 70. And you see, I also have to need to change the midpoint because now the machine thinks that there's an arc, because the beginning point and middle point make the, if I don't have an arc, make these the same too. So now what I will do is, final step is the, so I shut off my tool, go here fast, here, zoom in, click midpoint, click the center, finish the arc. After you make the third point, you make the first, click midpoint, make the middle point, and then you click on the final point. So with 3 points, you create an arc, the beginning, middle, and the end of the arc. So don't get confused here. When you make the first one and click middle point, it will ask you 2 more points. So the first one will be the middle, and when you click again, it will be the final. I finished one color. This is the white color, okay? And you see here we have colors. I finished programming the white. I use the white grooving blades on the top and bottom. Let's say I have profile with color. Top is different color and bottom is white. Top can be white, bottom can be color. Both can be colored. So when I right click this part on the and click copy to all, automatically creates 4 different color variations. Means when this uses colored blade on the top, colored blade on the bottom. It's the same program, only changes the top and bottom grooving blades. If the top is white, bottom is colored, it uses the white blade on top, colored blade on the bottom. And on the final one, top is color, bottom. Because the first one I made a mistake, I changed the tool number by hand, so I will bring it back to the original. Now, changing the table is something that I don't advise. Using points, dots are more safe, because after you change the table, update the lines, you need to save what you did. And here, the program name is automatically named after the profile. So here we just choose a folder. Okay. I choose this folder, it saves it. Open it again to see what happens. See, now it's correct. 03330. Also, the calculation tool number is 3. Everything is okay now. And if I want to change the name of this profile, I can just directly go here, give it a new name, 3000, save it, select this folder and just click it. Save now. See, now have the same profile with a new name. You can either delete the old one, it doesn't erase the old one just in case. You can open the new one. Let's say I want to move tool number 5 before tool number 7. I want to change the sequence. So I choose tool number 5 and arrows appear. Point. I press up, goes over tool number. I can change it. Or let's say I want to change the saw blade and make it work before the other tools. And choose tool number 9, which is up. Now sequence. I can save the profile. But you need to keep in mind, if you change it in the white one, copy it to all. If you only want to copy it to one color, you can choose. Usually it's copied to all of them. In the settings menu, you can see the default speeds, also the thickness of the saw blade. The thickness of the saw blade is only affected in the drawing. So if you change the thickness of the saw blade, the mouse cursor will show a bigger saw blade, but the program will still be old. You need to update the program step by step, because the program saves only positions. It doesn't know the bottom and top of the saw blade, only follows a line. So if you change to another saw blade with another thickness, keep in mind that the only thing that will change is the programming page. The program in the machine will not change. And you can select the language here. This one, at the moment, this is fixed. There's no other version. And this table is empty. It has no function. You don't need to touch this. And if you have a welding and cleaning line, we have a function. If your network is slow or you cannot read the program from the network, after you program one profile, it can automatically save to the welding machine database and the cleaning machine. So you don't need to make a program and copy them to the other databases automatically. It will be made from here by entering the address. These are advanced settings. You don't need to touch these. 99% of customers don't touch these, so just leave them or ask for support. So this is the program and how it works. For further questions, you can always ask one of our people for assistance. We will be glad to help you.